Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2022 with me, Fat the Land. This is my first playthrough of Farming Simulator, and I've got to say I've absolutely fallen in love with the game. There's so much depth to it. So looking at other people on YouTube, everyone seems to have loads of good gear, you know, the best tractors. And let me tell you, I've done 4 seasons, I think 3 or 4 seasons, and this is it's been a grind. It's been a massive grind. So I started on new farmer mode. Wrong menu. You start with this field, and this field. 3 John Deere tractors. Oh no, 2 John Deere tractors. A Massey Ferguson. All crap, really. But you do get the buildings. So I've done 4 seasons, experimented with different crop types, done a cotton field, ended up buying this field. You know, played about with yield, stuff like that. So been a lot of mistakes along the way. Let's see, just give you an update on sort of where I'm at with the finances. So I ended up chopping in the 2 John Deeres for 2 cases, and I spec'd them out to the maximum as well. So this guy has got, well, let's have a look at the gear. So we've got the Case Puma up at 185 horsepower, and the Case Magnum 7250 Pro, and that is spec'd up to 261 horsepower. The Massey Ferguson, I couldn't get rid of it. You know, so it's been there since the start. We'll probably never sell it. I've turned it into a sort of a yard tractor now. I've ended up with 3 trailers, still the same combine harvester, a mulcher, a water tank, and obviously the front loader for the Massey. I did get, this is all new pretty much, this took me 3 seasons, so I've got some chickens. So I abandoned this small field, harvested the last crop of canola off of it, and then put down that. 3 greenhouses. We've got them knocking out tomatoes, lettuces, yeah, strawberries, tomatoes, lettuce. So we've got 3 of the big boys. You can hear the bees buzzing about, only the basic hives. There's the honey. I think they're £1,000 each, so minimal on the bees, but I did have canola, so I really just bought it to, because it gives you a 5% increase on yield, I think, or something like that. The honey's a bonus. I've gone for wheat this time instead of canola, seeing as my chickens need to be fed. Just harvested this field, so we're in harvest season. It's October, harvest festival time. So, you know, I need to do something with this field really. It's just, I placed down the buildings and we've got, this is getting a bit out of control. I don't know whether to pave over it or whether I'm going to buy pigs to go here. Harvested this field. That and the top field was soybeans. First time I've grown that. We've got corn down here. And when I first purchased this field, it had corn in it. but I forgot to harvest it. So that was a heartbreaker. That might have set me back. I mean, that may have helped. I mean, finances wise, buying the 2 top draw tractors set me back. Maybe I should have bought another field to manage. That might have made my life easier. Now I've got it on. As a first time player, I've got everything on. Stones, crop destruction, weeds, all of that. But I did start on new farmer mode, and I have got it on easy economy. So, and I still struggled. So for the next one I want to do, let's just check the yield on this. So I've done a lot of trial and error with yield bonus 75%. I missed out on forgot to fertilise it for the second time. So this is the sort of thing that can happen in this game, and it really does make you suffer if you're not paying attention. So goodness knows what it's like when you get, I've only got 5 fields. You've got to keep track of all of them. This has not been a lucky field. Totally missed the harvest on one and it withered. This one I forgot to do the second draw of fertiliser. Absolutely gutted. I was banking on that. We've got what we got in the bank. So beginning of October, we're on a 3-day month. I've got it set to ×5 speed, only because I do like the different graphics of the night time, the daytime, the weather. Obviously if you've got it slowed right down, that doesn't really come into play. Seasons is on. We've got 5,000 of wheat, which is really chicken feed. Barley, canola. So this is my own, and a bit nicked from some contracts. I'm pretty sure that's from contracts. That was my soybean harvest off them 2 fields, so we're going to sell them when the price is right. I did do cotton on this field as well. Didn't even manage to get a full bough off of this field, so I think we need more room for that. Right, well that corn needs harvesting anyway, so I think that's what we're going to do first. There's the lassie with the front loader. This is probably my favourite at the moment. This is Beast. Got the Puma, a couple more beehives there. What we do need to do is hire a corn header. I mean, what we're looking at here, what's they're all 6 miles an hour. Have a look how much this costs the lease. I could buy it really if I'm going to be doing. Does it only do corn and sunflowers? How big is it? Probably for the size fields that I've got at the moment, that would do it. I want to keep some cash around me though for purchasing another field. I still haven't borrowed any money. Maybe that's why I went wrong. Maybe that's why it was such a slog. An enjoyable one nonetheless. How much to hire? 1,000. Is it definitely going to fit the harvester? Suitable header. See how much it is to hire this one. We'll take the bigger one, definitely. Now the problem is, this thing is so slow, we've got to take it all the way to the shop. Because I sold the trailer. It was just getting in the way, I never used it. This would have been the first time I probably would have thought about using it. So, pipe in, let's just take the hit. Drop this header at the farm so I don't lose it. A bit of trouble dropping off that header there. Now it's not too far to the shop, so those of you that play Elm Creek, you'll know. I know there's loads of maps available now on the mod hub. I'm wondering if the base game ones are better than the mods. I do really want to do an English map, so Calmsden Farm or Attingham Park. Might try and farm manager on that, see how that goes. Seems like you get a little bit more control. Obviously I play with everything on anyway, all the extras. It would just be a move to normal economy. That's in the plans, although I do love the American maps as well, and yeah, I'm just wondering if the base game maps are better fleshed out than the mods, because I know they've got another 2 European maps. We have to make a decision on that, although I do want to get to a point where I'm sort of doing well on Elm Creek before I move on. This could take a long time. Okay, thank God that fits. Okay, so we'll get this down there, and then we'll look and see if there's any contracts that we can take advantage of. I like the AI. That is a good thing to keep things running. But I've sort of made a rule for myself on my own fields. I want to try and do the work, so we're going to enjoy harvesting this corn. So we'll do that ourselves, and hopefully that won't take too long. Can be a bit deceiving how big the fields are, how long it takes. But really, I can't sell if I want to get the most money, so the most bang for your buck. Can't really sell any of my goods until sort of December, so we're gonna have to make a few decisions. Take the road. So Farming Simulator has always been one of them games that first I sort of mocked. Just hearing the name Farming Simulator, you think that is going to be boring. But now I've sort of come around to the idea a bit more, and my son likes Hudson's Playground, where the dad plays it with his kid. So I picked it up for me and my son really, and I let him play about on this save, so you know, he's done some crop destruction, things like that. There's been some learning for both of us. But yeah, absolutely love the game. So let's get on with this corn. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which way we attack it. It's quite a nice friendly field, plenty of room around the edges, no need for a highland swing. If you don't know what that is, you're new to the game like me, I've picked up a couple of things, and it does help the AI, so we'll see that on a field with a a bit less turning room, or funny shape, something like that. So let's have a look at the contracts. This baling contract comes up every year for the last 4 years. I've had to take it every time because of just needing the money. This is going to be the first time I'm not going to take it. It's a massive field. It takes ages. I had a horror moment where I nearly sort of, started again, because I started the contract, started doing the bales, thought I'd be clever and set it to a bigger bale. Turns out there's no balers that can actually, in the game, that can actually pick up, or not sorry, pick up, but wrap that bale. So I thought I was screwed, but I ended up saving it. Luckily, I had to stop the game, come back to it another day, and when I came back to it, I had to quit the mission, the contract, hire just a trailer and sell them just as grass bales. But I thought it was hours lost, 30 grand lost. Yeah, that was switch off PlayStation time. So we're not going to take that. We've got some harvesting here that we can take on, actually. Anything over 5,000, both to Johnson's Farmers Market, and it's sugar beet. It does take a while, but they do tend to underestimate how much product there is. So you normally ended up with a bit extra on the sugar beet. So we're going to take both of those. Yeah, let's take both of those. So we've got field 35, field 43. Let's have a look on the... normally you see the field flashing here. So... oh, that's only if you accept it. Okay, so 35. 36, 35, and 43. Yeah, so this is one the AI could have problems with. Maybe if I start it from this end, it'll be alright. Okay, let's get on with the harvesting first. Change your plan. I think it's more time efficient for us to get these off and going with the AI and then come back to our field, so that's what we're going to do. So 35, 43. Let's start with field 35. Okay, so we've got a Class Arian, a John Deere that looks similar to the one I started with and got rid of. Oh, hold on, what is that? Never seen this before. Ah, so the only contracts I've done is with the big boy harvesters. It's an all-in-one, obviously. This is obviously a cheaper one. So let's back this up. This goes on the front. Never know. It might be a bit faster. And then the massive harvester. I know obviously it's going to be faster for us to get down there. Doing 30 miles an hour, which is good. So we've got a cornfield there ready to go. I mean, the advantage of buying a field now is that you can harvest the crop that's ready to go. I haven't quite got enough. I've come this far without a loan. I don't know whether it's going to be the right thing to do, or do I carry on as I have been and sort of keep in the black, pay for what you can afford. Now this field is that was a near miss. That was out of Western. Set the worker off there. Okay, so with it being a smaller harvester, it is filling up quick. We've got 2 trailers. I think these can double up. There we go. Pretty sure this is the John Deere that I had. I remember it being worse than this, but let's see how it stacks up when it's got a couple of full trailers. Okay, so our potato guy, our sugar beet guy is nearly full, and obviously that's the difference between that and the mega harvester. Hasn't got a big tank on it. So this Elm Creek is a good map. I do like it. I put a lot of time into it. I haven't got, you know, massively far. I took the chickens on because I heard that they were good. The greenhouses, get some sort of extra income. Haven't sold anything from there yet. Okay, and I don't know whether to sort of sell it as I go or, you know, wait for the best time of year. Oh, can we go down here? Yeah, that's better. Or whether to sell it now, get some cash, invest in a field. So I'm wondering how you empty this. Oh, there we go. Pop that cover open. Oh yeah, it hasn't got a very big tank at all. So let's keep this out of the way somewhere. Never a train when you need one. I've seen two today. Right, let's take that other. Same again. I'm still unsure if you can sort of take the contracts, both of them, and use just one set of equipment, or whether it stops you doing that. So I haven't gambled yet, so if anyone knows, leave it in the comments. Never been sort of compelled to get a class tractor. Looks good inside. Good thing about this one is it's doing a top speed of 33 miles an hour, so that I do like. Now, I think if I start it at this end, hopefully we won't have a problem with the AI worker. There is a creek at the end, so I have had some disasters with, you know, me getting stuck in there, AI as well. Again, we better get these trailers down there lively. Let me just tell you, that takes hours of playing this game to sort of do that quickly. It's a skill. There's a lot of skill to this game. Skill and strategy is the aim of this game. It's got a bit of everything. I wonder if on the English maps you've got to drive on the left. I mean, the ones I've seen is country lanes, which is just, you know, if you've ever driven on those in the UK down in the countryside, they, you know, you're blind really until you run into a tractor, single lane, no room for movement. So, like I say, I am going to do that at some point. I'm going to start an English map, an English playthrough. Let's just leave him there so he don't get in the way. Oh, this guy's put up. So this is obviously going to be a quite an active contract. We've only done not even 25% of the field, and we're about to empty twice. What I will say is I'm no expert on the game. I'm just having fun. I know there's so much to learn, but just the game itself is really hitting the spot for me. So, you know, I'm going to try and experience a lot of it. Okay, he's already at 100, so let's go and empty him. Hopefully we're going to have, between these two contracts, a fair bit of sugar beet left. Okay, so this is us. I'm so furious that I forgot to do the second coat of fertiliser. Alright, let's open her up. You know, we might take some bales out of this as well, so this is something I've never tried. We'll have to hire one. It's not working. There we go. Ah, look. Some crop destruction there, fantastic. I'll tell you what, you do have to make your mistakes on this game. Okay, so we can't enable that. So this is my crop, my money. Never grown the corn before, like I said. I did lose this whole field of corn, which I was gutted about, so I'm not sure what the yield's like. It's all learning at the moment, learning together. We do need to decide what to do with this field and the 2 soybean fields. So we need to have a think on that subject. I mean, we need to get something down now. Well, we need to do the preparation. Ploughing's on, weeds is on. We'll be doing some field prep. I am thinking about buying this plot of land here, possibly ploughing it. Taking out the trees. I don't know if you'd be able to sell that house that's there as part of the deal. And using it as a grass field, planting grass and then doing some baling, but I've got none of the equipment. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll be able to plough, take the trees out. So that would be a gamble. Alternatively, we're looking at field 53 for 140. That is also 140. check how these guys are getting on. So we've got to stay on top of this because we're paying these workers hourly. And I think when you've got the time fast forwarding, that has an effect on how much you end up paying. So maybe I should slow it down. It's 4 o'clock. Let's slow it down to ×3. Right, okay. The John Deere's starting to struggle now with one full trailer. Not struggle, but you can feel the weight. This guy's full. And this has really been sort of the slog I've been talking about. Doing contracts, grabbing a little bit extra. Really, I probably should have invested the 200,000 or 250,000 I spent on their new tractors into something that could make me money, but I was fed up driving these John Deeres around. So it is a big quality of life change. Let's park them up. Love to see it. The amount of hard work I put into these fields. Just gutted about the fertilising. That would have given me 25% extra. That's a big loss. So as I say, I'm totally new to the series. Thought about getting 15, 17, 18, and it was all like a fair price, but I ended up going for the latest one, and I'm glad I did, because I've seen the graphics on the last one, and you know, they have improved a lot on graphics, sound. So this is the premiere installment. So I went balls in with the purchase, and I'm glad I did. Just a reminder, we are going to be keeping this channel family friendly, so apologies for the last comment. Could have found a better description there. One bit we missed up there, that's annoying. Let's check back on our guys. Now I could draft in my big case tractor that would sort of get this delivery done a bit quicker, but I've hired the equipment, let's use it. See, I haven't quite perfected the harvesting yet, lining it all up. I think there is something in the cab here that helps you sort of line up, but I haven't worked it out. Any straggly bits, we'll come back for it. Oh, sugar. Now that is, let's get out of this slowly. Again, that is some crop destruction where my harvester filled up, turned off, and it just let me drive over the crop. So you know, another lesson learned. We're going to continue on with the harvesting, the sugar beets, and I think we'll end it there for an episode. So we're going to have more sort of let's plays for the farming simulator. I'm also covering Way of the Hunter, looking at sort of simulation games. That's what I'm focusing on. So yeah, stay tuned for another farming simulator episode soon, and I'd like to thank you first of all for watching. If you enjoyed the video at any point, give us a like, a thumbs up. If you want to see more content, subscribe, ring the bell. It will be sort of sporadic uploads, just due to family life, so I'll do it when I can. But once again, thanks for watching, and leave a comment if you've got any suggestions on format or, you know, directions I should take this. See you again in the next one. Thanks again.